Oh, there we are. And there we are. We'll try that again then, boys and girls. Right, where were we? Trying to kill Casper, that's what I'm trying to do. Come here. Come here. Casper, YouTube. Right. Where should we go? Currently still self-isolating. My mental health had gone down to, like I keep saying, below -5. Yeah, sit up here, Casper. You are a bit of a lump, son. Below -5. I've lost my best friend from the last 7 years because I tried helping out and I put my foot in it again. I'm sitting up wondering what am I going to do about rubbish removal. My perpetual question, since now I can't even leave my flat, even accompanied, and when I have asked for volunteers to help, they're hardly the most forthcoming people. I can't deal with, I'll come round when I've got time. I need rubbish taken when I've got rubbish to take. What am I supposed to do? Pile it up in the bathroom again, like I did in the summer? I've just been looking online and it's all the same shit. I don't know. I'm fed up of beating my head against the wall. 3 years down the line and I've got nowhere. Except I lost my 3-bedroom house for a 1-bedroom flat. And now I'm surrounded by racists and liars. And I can't put up with it anymore. I don't know what to do. I can't rely on anyone. I suppose in truth I couldn't rely on anyone before. I've got an envelope here with so many email addresses and numbers on. Catch hate crime, yeah. You only get prosecuted if you're white, apparently. So Waltham Forest Council apparently only enforce the fire regulations. And I quote, get a solicitor involved. That's what I was told. And officially, as far as they understand, we are doing all we can, and we've done all we can to uphold the fire regulations. Except when they say all personal items will be removed, they actually mean all personal items that are not very personal. Mental health below -5, but it's off the scale, it really is. I'm too much of a coward to do anything about it, that's the problem. And that is the problem. If I self-harmed, then at least someone would do something, but because I'm not a threat to myself or others, it's like, oh well, he's only got mental health problems, he's not a danger to himself or others. No, but others are a danger to me, but that doesn't count. For instance, I had an Iceland delivery today. Delivered in the time slot, but the bloke rung the doorbell. Merlin's awake. The bloke rung the doorbell. I told him I was self-isolating and I've got anxiety, I can't come down. Because the first thing he said is, Iceland, can you come down and pick it up, please? And I even said it, sure, he said please, tell you the truth. And I discovered about 10 minutes later that he'd come up with 2 carrier bags and probably left the rest downstairs, thawing away as we speak. So I've contacted Iceland and they're going to try and get a redelivery of the remainder of the order. Let's hope they don't try and redeliver the shit that's down there thawing out. Probably down there thawing out. I don't know. I can't leave me flat. But hey, don't worry, no one gives a shit about that. Everyone thinks I'm making it up. I'm sure my GP thinks I'm making it up as well. I spoke to him eventually today. Funnily enough, he can talk to me today on a bypass number, but for 2.5 years has always refused to call me on a bypass number. Funny that, isn't it? So, housing telling me to contact the doctor to get a referral to occupational therapy. I'm doing all this myself. I shouldn't have to do all this myself because it's stressing me out. It's giving me anxiety about what I'm supposed to be doing, how am I going to get this done, how am I going to get that done. No one understands. Mental health is supposed to be trying to get me an advocate. God knows why. What are they going to do? Oh, and Asperger's something or other. I'm supposed to be paying over £80 a week for 4 hours of support. And that'll be going through some letters and, well, it was going to be getting me out of the door, but I can't get out the door now. Since the council forced me to take the camera down, I cannot leave my flat at all. I just get too much of a panic attack. I can't keep an eye on my flat when I'm not there. I said that to my GP and he said, well, a lot of people survive without having a door camera, Mr. Gibbons. And it's like, hello, have you read my case file? They might survive without having a camera, but they're not suffering from anxiety, depression and autism. No, I hope they're not anyway, because God knows how they're coping. Everyone thinks they know me. Everyone thinks they know how I feel, how I'm feeling. Don't know. So, another anxious one again tomorrow. God knows what's supposed to be happening. I should really contact occupational therapy, but that means calling the council, and I can't stand talking to the council now. Which means I'm fucked. I don't feel like I've got any mental health support. I can't call the council for anything because I'm afraid what lies I'm going to get told. I can't go out. I can't exercise. I've got no one else to talk to. Don't know. I can't do this on my own. And I'm going round in circles all the time. I told my GP that I'm going to have to move, and first thing he said was, well, you've only just moved here, Mr. Gibbons, 2 years ago. Why do you want to move? And it's like, well, that's tabs. It's like, well, would you really want to stay in a place where your neighbours hate you and make up stories about you? The council don't do anything to support you, despite being assured on day one that they would. And all they want to do is prosecute me for antisocial behaviour and possibly some racial discrimination claim. So I'll end up getting a criminal record. Surrounded by liars. Liars and cheats. And all I do is go around upsetting people. It depends what they mean by safe. They think I'm safe. Physically maybe, but not taking into account the mental situation. I know it's late at night. I don't expect anyone to be watching. But I've got to put it on record because I've got no one else to talk to. So I might as well talk to YouTube, I thought. I haven't done a proper diary entry in ages because of all the shit that's been happening. Decaf, by the way, before you start. I can't keep ringing up and ringing up to hear the same shit from people. It is doing me head in. I do wish I was dead. All my life I've been going through the same shit. Okay, I caused most of it myself. Like upsetting Mary because I tried helping her. I don't know. My head's just spinning at the moment. Who do I call tomorrow keeps going through me head. Mental health? NHS 111? I think I'll probably end up calling NHS 111. I don't feel like I can call anyone else. NHS 111 are the only ones that don't judge me. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. Oh, no wonder why. Right, let's move that over there. And then we can do that. And then everything's centered. Right. Well, centered-ish. At least you can see that now. I don't know, how long have I been going? 15 minutes. So I've got to worry about the rubbish. I've got to worry about the Iceland delivery. The rest of it. I've got to worry about Mary not talking to me ever again. My life is just one big worry. And all I keep getting is pushed around from pillar to post. With all these people that wash their hands, that don't want to know. Oh well. I suppose I better go back to bed. Merlin's sitting over there watching me. I don't know where the other two have gone. Oh, Tubbs is behind me. And Caspy's behaving himself by my feet. You're alright there, Caspy. Oh, I feel so... 3 years ago, when I had my first breakdown, I wasn't this bad. I could still just about get out occasionally, and that was while I was in Dagenham. Now I'm surrounded by people that don't give a shit, will make up any lie to make my life worse. And now I'm reliant on people trying to help me. I've even been looking up prices of getting rubbish removed tonight. 5 bags for £13. The trouble is, if 5 bags is the minimum, that's about 2.5 weeks worth of rubbish to me. So that means I have to store my rubbish up, then wait for someone, and I don't even know if they'll pick it up from my door. Does that mean I can get a reduction on my council tax because I'm not using their rubbish collection? We don't provide that service, Mr. Gibbons, I was told. I don't know what people do about being housebound, but I am housebound now. Not through my own fault this time. Yes, I'm terrified of my neighbours, but I can't even leave assisted because I've had to take my door camera down because the council won't authorise it in a communal area. So they're more concerned about their rules than my welfare. And because they refuse to answer simple questions, I can't find out if any cameras in communal areas have been approved. I've been told in a Facebook group they have. And this is what councils are about, controlling by keeping you ignorant. Not, well, we've made an exception for this one person and these are the conditions. Do you meet those conditions? No, it's a case by case. There's no precedent set. Hello, Merlin. And yet, if I informed the solicitor and he got all the... I tried to inform the solicitor, it cost me £300 to be called a busybody. Thank you. that's what happens when I'm on my own trying to do everything myself. I grasp at the straws. I was even on dating sites trying to find someone that would come round and help me take the rubbish out a couple of months back. Couldn't even pay people to come round and do it. And now I'm going to be forced to pay £80 odd or more for 4 hours support a week. What's that going to be? Oh, you have to discuss that with the people that are going to be doing it. Really? I don't give a shit now. I really don't give a shit. I'm at the end of my tether, as they say. It's all a load of bullshit. Sorry, noise time. I think that might be mine in a little tray. Right. Yeah, well, I suppose back to bed. There's a viewer on, but I swear blind they won't leave me any feedback or a comment. There's an anxiety charity, but then it's all charities. Occupational health are part of the council, apparently. This is from the IHS website. But I really don't like talking to the council anymore. I can't face it. It makes me sick. It literally makes me sick. So I'm going to have to try and contact NHS 111 tomorrow. Explain to them I've got problems getting the rubbish out. Because I've had problems getting the rubbish out since March. And yes, for a couple of weeks I did manage to do it by myself recently. But that was back when I had a door camera. Oh, and look, hold on. That's better. So I keep moving the picture around because the date's up there and the copyright's down here and none of it was visible, not totally. So I have to keep my fingers crossed that Iceland call me tomorrow. I'll try and call NHS and see what they say about rubbish. They'll say it's not an NHS problem. I know it's an NHS problem, but no other fucker gives a shit. And the only ones I get reasonable feedback from are NHS 111. I don't know who to talk to. Hello viewer, whoever you are. I mean, I should go back to bed, but all I can think of is how I'm going to get the rubbish. And I don't mean as a one-off. I get plenty of offers of one-offs. But when you try to contact them again, they don't reply to you. I mean on a regular basis as I need it. Like a normal, you've got rubbish, you take it out. It's not my fault I can't get out the fucking door. I have tried and tried and tried. I'd sharpen a knife up if they weren't already sharp. But then I'm too afraid to actually do anything with the knives anyway. So, I don't know. I sit here wondering what I'm going to do. What would life have been like if my mum hadn't died? I do wonder about that a lot. My dad would have still been at work. We'd have bought the house. We'd have had a better... I would have personally had a better life. I would have been more well-rounded. I would have been, hopefully, more social, because mums force children to interact with other children. I wouldn't have been depressed for 90% of my life. I would have had someone to turn to, someone to talk to, because you can always rely on your parents, don't we? No, I get the fucked up life. My mum dies when I'm 6 and my dad dies when I'm 23, I think it was, 22. I was fairly young when my dad died. And most people I know, they've got their parents well into their 40s and 50s. I don't even make 25. I haven't got much real family. My sisters won't talk to me. My brother's dead. I have tried talking to my sister. Thanks to Mary, I did try. Oh, my viewer's gone. But nothing happened. Didn't get messages returned or anything. And the only time I remember someone from Wales calling, it wasn't the number I had for my sister. And even back then, I don't like answering calls that I'm not expecting, especially at like 7:15 at night. And I did send her a message, and I did ask her if that was her, because it wasn't the number that I had for her. And I didn't get any response, and Mary said, well, you might as well give it up for the lost calls. And I agreed with her. Been watching Trump and movies lately, or the American elections. There's still a way for Trump to win, but it does look like Biden's going to win this time. We're into the second day of lockdown. Lockdown 2.0, everyone's calling this. And mysterious black poles have just been put up outside today. About 10 foot long. Too short for lampposts. So are they going to put cameras up to enforce the parking restrictions? Seems a bit pointless. They're only covering 3 spaces. But hopefully we'll find out in the next day or two. What else then, boys and girls? Oh, is that my 10 minutes? Or have I done more than 10 minutes? Oh, I've done half an hour. Oh, shall I cut it all short now? Good, it is coming up to midnight, so thank you for watching. And I'll speak to you again shortly. Hopefully with better news.